And now shifting focus to the Caribbean, while the Bahamas might be among the top Caribbean tourist destinations for Americans, they could possibly be rethinking their trip to the island nation this holiday season. That's because the U.S. State Department has issued a renewed warning for travelers heading there, urging them to be extremely cautious due to rising crime, gang violence, and shark attacks. But a change in itinerary by the Americans dropping the Bahamas from their holiday list could have a major economic impact on the island, which is heavily dependent on tourism. Our next report has more.
If you are planning to travel to the Bahamas, then you must think twice. This warning comes from the United States State Department. In a travel advisory issued for the Caribbean nation, the department has urged Americans to exercise increased caution due to a concerning rise in armed robberies, sexual assault, and recent shark attacks. The State Department highlights Nassau and Freeport on New Providence and Grand Bahama Islands as areas of particular concern. Within Nassau, the over-the-hill neighbourhood south of Shirley Street is identified as a high-risk zone where gang violence has tragically resulted in deaths of residents. The State Department strongly recommends that travellers lock all doors and windows and avoid opening their doors to unknown individuals. They also advise against physically resisting any robbery attempts. It emphasizes the strict laws regarding firearms and ammunition in the Bahamas. Even small quantities or accidental possession can lead to detention, being barred from leaving the country, and potential jail time and significant fines. Beyond crime, the State Department raises serious safety concerns regarding water activities. There have also been reports of sexual assaults committed by jet ski operators, particularly near downtown Nassau beaches. Tourists are strongly advised not to swim alone, to be cautious of watercraft operating close to the shore, and to assess their physical fitness before engaging in activities like snorkeling. The advisory also urges vigilance in public restrooms. Not just this, the boating industry in the Bahamas has also been described as poorly regulated, with numerous reports of injuries and even fatalities. Concerns exist about unsafe watercraft and operators lacking proper licenses or insurance. Adding to the concerns, the State Department now also includes shark attacks as another safety risk travelers should be wary of. It recommends Americans register for the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program known as STEP to receive updates and assistance during emergencies. They also urge travelers to purchase travel insurance that includes evacuation coverage and to review the CDC's travel health information. The Caribbean nation of Bahamas relies heavily on tourism for its economic growth. Tourism accounts for about 70% of the Bahamian GDP and provides jobs for about half of the country's workforce. And the biggest source of tourists for the country is the United States. In 2023, the Bahamas received over 7.2 million tourists, and around 80% of those visitors were from the US. In 2024, the country welcomed a record-breaking 11.2 million international visitors. So the latest travel advisory by the US State Department could directly impact the economy of the Bahamas. Amid warnings, will Americans now look at another holiday destination in the Caribbean?
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
2/3 of it, not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.